welcome to the subtraction class. This time our class is also very short and we will see just how to subtract integers, meaning that we will have positive and negative numbers. First of all, we need to know that in order to make a subtraction, we need to transform it into an addition of the opposite number. Okay? We will have the same result when we add the opposite number as if we were making the subtraction. Okay? And since we already know the rules for adding integers, we are going to be using them. So first, let's start by making the transformation. Okay? The first number is always going to remain the same. Okay? In our first example, we have negative 3 minus 4. We are going to leave the negative 3 just the way it is. Then we are going to change the addition here instead of the subtraction. And we are going to change the 4 for its opposite, okay? Now, remember, it's not the same a subtraction than a negative sign, okay? So this sign is for the subtraction. It is not for the 4. Okay, so the 4 is actually positive. So since this negative sign is for the operation, this negative sign is not representing a negative number, but it's representing a subtraction, then that means that the 4 is positive. What is the opposite number of positive 4? The opposite number of positive 4 is negative 4. So we are going to add negative 4. And that is the way we would change this subtraction into an addition, and we would have the same result. Okay? Let's do the same with this operation. We have positive 8 minus negative 5. Okay? Same process. We leave the first number just the way it is. Positive 8. We are going to change the minus of the operation by an addition. And then we're going to take the opposite of the second number, okay? Of the subtrahend. What is the opposite of negative 5? It is positive 5. So, subtracting negative 5 from 8 is the same as adding 5 plus 8. And subtracting positive 4 from negative 3 is the same as if we were adding negative 3 plus negative 4. Okay, we are going to have the same result. And we are going to be using the rules of addition in order to make these operations. And after this, you have the skill check number 1, which is the same type of exercise. All you have to do is transform the subtractions into addition. You don't have to find the result. All you have to do, the instruction is specific, you just have to transform it into a addition of the opposite number. Okay? Now we are going to solve some other exercises that we are actually going to add. Okay? We are not going to only we are not only going to transform the operation, but we will also perform it. Okay? First example. We have negative 7 minus 4. First step is to transform it into an addition. the first number remains the same, -7. We are going to change the minus for a plus to change the subtraction into an addition. And we are going to change the 4 for its opposite number, which is -4. And according to the addition rules, what happens when we are adding two numbers that have the same sign? We are going to make a normal addition of the absolute values, and then we are going to give it the sign of the addends. Okay? So, how much is 7 plus 4? It is 11. And our addends have a negative sign, so our answer will also have a negative sign. So, -7 plus -4 equals -11, which would be the same as saying that -7 minus 4 equals -11. Second example, we have -9 minus -13. Okay? We are going to change it first into an addition of the opposite, leaving the first one the same way, changing the operation from subtraction to addition, and then changing the -13 to its opposite number, which is +13. Rules of the addition. We have unlike signs. We have one negative and one positive. The addition tells us that we are going to subtract the lower absolute value from the higher absolute value, and we are going to take the sign of the highest absolute value for the result. Okay? The greatest absolute value is 13. We are going to subtract 9 from 13, which is equal to 4. And we are going to take the sign of the greater absolute value, which is 13, and it's positive. Okay? So we are going to leave it like this. Okay, so we have +4 as the result. Next example, we have +4 minus 16. Okay? +4 minus 16. Okay? This is a subtraction that is from two positive numbers, so we could do it. But let's follow the rules, okay? We are going to transform it to the addition of the opposite, leaving the 4 as it is, changing the subtraction for an addition, and taking the opposite of 16. Now we have an addition of numbers with different signs, unlike signs, meaning we are going to subtract and take the sign of the greater absolute value. 16 minus 4 equals 12, and the greater absolute value is 16, so we are going to take its negative sign, and we have -12 as our result. And our last example is 11 positive minus 3. This one would be even easier to do on its own, okay? But let's follow the rule just to prove that the result would be the same, okay? 11 minus 3 is 8. Let's do it using this process, okay? We leave the 11, we change the subtraction for an addition, and we change the 3 for its opposite number. rules of the addition when we have unlike signs. We are going to subtract. 11 minus 3 is 8. The greatest absolute value is 11, so we are going to leave the positive sign for the result. And as you can see, we have the same result. With this we can prove that adding the opposite is the same as the subtraction. So now you should be able to do skill check number 2, which is the same type of exercises. All you have to do is make the subtraction by transforming it into an addition of the opposite. That's it for today. I hope you have a great day. If you have questions, please log in to the Facebook Live Q&A. Bye bye.